Building a successful marriage, a successful family is the biggest challenge you have in life. It's not making money. It's not making friends. It's marriage. Okay, spending the rest of your life and building a family or building a life with the same person for the rest of your life. That is a challenge because people are constantly changing. They're constantly growing. They're constantly becoming more than what they were. Okay, so you have to learn to love the same person in a different way for a lifetime. That is the biggest challenge. What's more challenging than that?
I'm not challenging what
No,
you're
I'm asking
saying.
you. I'm asking you. That's another question. What's more challenging than that?
Putting on your shoe while you're pregnant. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Zamots podcast, where we focus on faith,
family,
fitness,
finances,
and friendships.
Today we're going to be reading from Mark chapter 14, verse 38. And it reads, "Watch ye and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. The spirit truly is ready, but the flesh is weak." Amen.
Amen.
Hello, hey y'all. We back. As you can clearly see, it's my birthday.
It's your birthday.
Well, maybe not today, but it's April. And April is my birthday month. Okay, it's a birthday palooza. Okay, so this month is strictly dedicated to me. So my bride set this up for me. For my birthday. She always does nice things for my birthday. And she's so creative and decorative. So she set this up for me on my birthday morning. That's what I woke up to. And it's special. So
because this is last year in his 20s.
It's my last year in my 20s. As you can see, it says I'm 29. So I'm 29 years young. I got 11 months. I got 11 months and 3 days left to be in my 20s.
Y'all, he's been talking about turning 30 since he was 21.
30 is a special age.
Yeah.
Because, like, you out of your 20s and, like, you in your 30s. That's special.
I'm thinking you about to say something. Because you out of your 20s and now you in your 30s.
Yeah, that's deep. So, yeah, I've been looking forward to it. So, 11 months and 3 days. All right. Anyway, we're going to be reading some questions from tonight's conversations. And this game here is just a question game, asking us questions about our relationship and
different topics.
Yeah, some other random stuff. So we're each going to read 2 questions. So I'll let my bride start it off. This is my bride.
Hey, y'all. Okay. Do you think I'm completely healed from my previous relationship? Why or why not?
Yes. Why? Because you're able to love me. Need I say more?
Not really.
Yeah, that's it.
I feel like, yes, you are, because you didn't have no previous
I knew you was going to say that.
Because no one before me, period.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
But don't say it like, like.
That's the truth.
But let the people know.
That's the truth.
It was nobody before me.
Nobody before her.
Even if you thought you was before me, you weren't before me.
You wasn't. Okay. So
who wasn't?
I'm talking to them. So, okay. Where do you see us 10 years from now?
Out of here, gone.
Like that? Like what you mean?
Not dead, but like just freely moving. Like traveling, like our own house, just everything that we're manifesting now and working towards now. We got that. The house, the cars, the travel, just travel.
You want to travel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to travel too. I feel like it broadens your perspective of life when you travel.
Yeah.
When you're able to see people from different cultures, experience different cultures, foods, and how to interact.
Especially with our kids being homeschooled, like the reason why we want to homeschool them is so that we're able to like it. Well, I don't know if we really have like that full on topic. I know we discussed it a little bit, but like my vision as far as like we talked about it a couple times. Like our vision of homeschooling them is to travel homeschool. So their schooling will literally be taking trips and going places to where we have the RV or our car and stuff like that. That's the way that they're learning, and a lot of it, the curriculum is going to be a lot of culture based.
Yeah.
To get acquainted with different cultures, because when you do that, you have a broad perspective on life in general. Like I said, like it's kind of like when I moved to Georgia. And I'm from Missouri, if you didn't know, but the culture down there is literally all the doctors and stuff like that, Indians. It's a few construction workers that were Hispanic, but you really never seen them. Other than that, it's black, white, and then mixed, which is the mixed race is black and white together.
Yeah.
So when I came to Georgia and was seeing people like, oh no, I'm Hispanic. Oh no, I'm Mexican. Oh no, I'm Puerto Rican. Oh no, I'm like Asian. All these different cultures. I didn't know what an Asian was. I was like it was such a shock. And but getting in tune with those different cultures like helped me to understand different things in life, because life is really a mixing pot of a whole bunch of different cultures, and it helps you understand it. So our kids being homeschooled and being able to travel and stuff like that is like, it's big for us. Yes, we want to travel for fun and to experience, but really to teach our children.
Yeah.
So they don't be stuck in a box or stuck in just the four walls of family that they're growing up in, like just black or just Puerto Rican. Like, I want their roots to be deeper than that, because it is.
Yeah, we've had a conversation briefly, but part of the reason we want to homeschool is that, right, being able to have them experience everything, like different cultures, and not just show them like what's in the history books, but take them to the places that they're showing in the history books.
Yeah,
like that'll be awesome for them. And in addition to that, we just feel that the school system is terrible, right? They're teaching children how to become workers. They're not teaching them how to be free thinkers or get a better understanding of themselves. So
it literally kills a child's joy.
Yeah, it does.
Like, you see how a child goes from this happy, excited, and bubbly person, and from ages like literally from pre-K until about second grade, they let that child freely live in the school system. Then when that child get out in like third, fourth grade, that starts to go downhill.
They're killing their imagination.
You see, like, you literally, if you sit back and look and think at it, you literally see it go from kids being imaginative, like free spirited, to now they're in a structure to where the walls aren't as bright. It's not as many pictures on the wall. It's more of a strict schedule, which we're not saying that we're opposed to structure, because our children will have structure. They will know it's a certain time you do certain things, because at the end of the day, whether they're entrepreneurs or whether they work for someone else's company, whatever they decide to do, when they're older and they have to go in the world and work, you still have to be on some type of structure, some type of plan. And in the school system, you literally see when you hit middle school, it's very prison based. Like, that's
schools look like
I would
prisons.
say elementary.
You ever notice that?
Yeah,
they look like prisons.
But the older the higher you go up in grade, the more and more and more depressing it looks.
Yeah.
And those classrooms that are bright and loud and still like try to bring creativity is only classes that are acceptable for that, like art class or home ec class or something like that. Like, the core classes is just like, ugh. Like, here we go, which is why a lot of students just be, you walk in those classrooms, half of the time the students be depressed or just look like they're ready to go to sleep, because that joy's been taken out, that creativity, that imagination, that free spirit, and we just don't want that with our kids. Like,
yeah, I have trauma. I have post-traumatic school disorder. Or not disorder, but post-traumatic school, I don't even know what to call it. Stress. Listen.
Pardon.
Listen, I had a terrible time in school. Now, I had fun in school because I was a clown. So I had fun. I enjoyed myself. But I'm talking about the curriculum itself, like having to learn that stuff and memorize minutia like unnecessary information. Listen, I wasn't with it. I like it was terrible. Now I like math and I like science because I felt like those things applied to life. But all that other stuff, couldn't stand it. Yeah. And I don't want our children to be subject to that. So we're gonna teach them the things in life.
They take interest in.
Yeah, we're gonna teach them things in life that actually matter, like spiritual intelligence, communication skills, people skills, traveling, economics. You know, building businesses. Right, that's something that we're going to want to teach them, and also do ourselves so we can teach from experience and not just give them theory about
it. Yeah,
right. So yeah, anyway, we went on a little tangent with that question.
That's okay,
but it was cool.
Let it flow.
All right, so next question. It says, what's your biggest dream and how can I help make it a reality? What's your biggest dream, sweetheart?
My biggest dream is I'm still trying to figure it out.
Still trying to figure it out?
Because I have a lot of dreams in one. You know, it's like a lot of mini dreams that I want to accomplish. Big dream, I honestly would just have to say to be like solely independent on like teaching and mentoring and inspiring other women, mainly moms or young girls or whatever that case may be, what you can do to help make that a reality is literally just create space and time for me to be able to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's okay. Good.
What's your biggest dream and how can I help you make that a reality?
My biggest dream is to design a life where we have the freedom and flexibility to move as we please without having to worry about economics. Yeah.
How can I help make that happen?
Just do everything that you're doing now. Being supportive, pouring into me, believing in the vision, following suit.
Yeah. Follow suit, what you mean?
Like you follow suit, you go along with the vision and what we have to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. You don't like that part? You don't like that part?
No, I can follow suit. I just got to know what I'm following suit to.
I said the vision.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I asked, so I know. Like, okay, follow suit to what?
I thought I was very clear.
Don't do that. Anyways, next question. If I was no longer around, what would you miss about me the most? We did this question.
Yeah, why would you choose that?
I didn't choose that.
You did, babe, because I saw the two that I chose.
What's the two? Those was the two I chose.
Okay, so let's answer
this one and
this one.
This one.
Okay, let's answer it. If I was no longer around, what would you miss about me the most? You want me to answer it first?
Yeah.
If you were no longer around, what would I miss about you the most? I would miss. Oh man, I gotta choose one thing.
Yeah.
I would miss your energy. Yeah. You know, because that encompasses everything. I would just miss your energy.
What energy though? Like what part?
I would miss your spirit. I would miss you as a being.
Yeah.
Period. Just you. Yeah. Your aura.
Yeah.
I miss you. Not your flesh, but I'm talking about. I miss your flesh too. I miss that too. Let's be clear. But I'm saying like your spirit, who you are as a person. I would miss you.
Yeah.
In entirety. Since I have to choose one thing. My one thing is everything.
That's a good one. I like how you worded that.
Thanks.
Welcome. I would miss your...
Don't choose the same thing.
I know that sucks.
Okay. All right.
Because that's a good one to steal though. If I was going to steal something, I would steal that one.
Yeah, I would let you steal it.
I would miss your... Oh, that's hard. One thing. I would miss your.
Yeah.
Your. I would miss your spirit.
Ain't that? Let's rewind it. That's what I said.
Cause it's like as you was saying what you was saying, I had already said what I said in my head. That's why I should have went first.
Yeah, you should have went first. But it's okay. She would miss my spirit as well.
Your presence.
My presence. She would miss my presence. That's good.
I will miss your encouragement.
Wait a minute. Is this two or is this the one?
I'm trying to think of something other than what you said.
Okay. You'll miss my encouragement?
Yeah. Okay. What I would miss the most, I would miss your jokes, like your corny jokes.
She would miss my jokes, my good jokes.
Yeah. No, I didn't say good jokes. I said corny jokes.
Okay.
Like when you be dropping the lines out of nowhere. That I would miss that because that just I just love saying niggas be lying. Okay.
We're gonna answer another one?
Just listen because we already answered that one. Do you feel like what I do for a living fits my purpose? Explain. I'm gonna answer first because you answered the other one first.
Okay.
I would say yes, because the field that you're in right now, it allows you to be very in people face. It's very customer service based, and the business and the purpose that you have is literally customer service based, being in people face, talking to people, mentoring, all of that. So I would say yes. And that's why.
Yes, I would say the same thing. Because you have an opportunity to have influence on people's day, people's attitude, people's feelings. So, yeah, I think the field that you're in is helping you in pursuit of your purpose. Yeah.
Very good.
All right, y'all. That wraps up those questions. We're about to get into the pod.
Hey, y'all. I got a question, and my husband got an attitude, but it'll be all right. Okay, you ready for a question?
Yep.
What's one of your biggest challenges in life?
Being married.
Oh, because you got an attitude. That's what you want to talk about.
No, that's the biggest challenge in life. Anybody that's married will tell you that's the biggest challenge in life is being married.
That's your biggest challenge in life.
No, that is the biggest. If you are married, that is your biggest challenge in life. If you can get that situated, everything else would be okay.
That's one of your biggest challenges in life.
Okay, let me say it again because my bride doesn't seem.
Maybe say it in another language so I can understand. Because you told me you spoke Spanish when we first got together.
No, let me say this again. The biggest challenge in life for someone that is married is being married. Mm-hmm. Okay? Building a successful marriage, a successful family is the biggest challenge you have in life. It's not making money. It's not making friends. It's marriage, okay? Spending the rest of your life and building a family or building a life with the same person for the rest of your life. That is a challenge because people are constantly changing. They're constantly growing. They're constantly becoming more than what they were. Okay, so you have to learn to love the same person in a different way for a lifetime. That is the biggest challenge. What's more challenging than that?
I'm not challenging what you're saying.
I'm asking you. That's another question. What's more challenging than that?
Putting on your shoe while you're pregnant.
I can't argue with that. I've never been pregnant.
Nothing though, because like you have moments where you just want, I love you so much. Then you have moments to where you just want to choke them out aggressively, not to kill them, just to cut off a little breast supply. So you know not to. It's
temporary, just a little temporary killing.
I would say the same thing. Marriage is very hard. Relationships in general is very hard, which is why people don't stay in relationships alone.
Yep. So that was your question?
Yeah, I got one more too.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing about yourself and why?
My favorite thing about myself? Mm-hmm. My favorite thing about myself is that I know that I'm created in the image of God.
That's your favorite thing about yourself?
That's my favorite thing about myself. There are a lot of people that don't know.
Mm-hmm.
or aren't aware or don't accept it. So because I know that I'm created in the image of God, I have this delusional confidence and this delusional way of going about life that nobody understands. Not even my wife understands it. It's very delusional.
I understand it now.
No, you
more.
don't. Well, you understand it now more, yes. Are you gonna hit me? You understand it now more, yes. I agree with that.
Yeah, when we first got together, I didn't understand that. It actually was like, because we would have car conversation. Our conversation would go deep, like as deep go. That's how deep we would go, which is why we would be in the car for so long, just talking. But his mind and the way he thought, it's like I was in that phase to where I was like learning and had like explored that at a very young age. And the same with you. So we were kind of like bouncing off each other. But then when we came together, that's where the shocker began to happen, because it's like, oh.
What's the shocker?
The shocker is like, oh, like you living like this for real. Like you living like sometimes the choices that you will make to me would just be like, that don't make sense. Like if 1+1 is 2 and 2+2 is 4, what you're doing isn't like the math is not math, it's not adding up. But God started to deal with me and just told me to like, this man is the definition of faith. Like walks in faith. Walk you what it say? What that verse say?
Which one?
Having contraction.
Whoa. Me too.
Faith is the things of evidence.
Faith is the evidence of things not seen.
Seen. Yeah, that one.
Substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen.
That. Like, that's you.
Yeah.
Complete faith. Like, literally, can't see it, don't see how it's going to happen. It literally has to be nothing but God to pull us out of this situation or to make it happen. And he's just like, yeah, we're good. It's going to be all right. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we're going to have it. How much is that? Oh, yeah, no problem. And I'm looking at the funds and I'm calculating and I'm processing like, where's it coming from? Like, where is this coming from? And literally him just like keeping a level head and being like just faith-based and a faith man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, so I would definitely say that that's my favorite thing about myself. Somebody that doesn't have the awareness of who they are and the image that they're created in, it's very difficult for them to live their life. Just live their life. Period. I mean, it's difficult to live in this life without understanding who you are and whose you are, right? Yeah. And having a strong belief in something that's greater than yourself, right? But knowing that you are connected to that thing that's greater than yourself. Mm-hmm. So like you and that thing, that source are one, right? Just like Christ said, I and my Father are one. You know what I mean? When you tap into that level of awareness and you understand who you are based on whose you are, then I mean you eliminate fear and you move how you're supposed to move. You have a crazy amount of faith, but you work as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, scripture also say faith without work is dead. So you ain't just hoping and praying and just wishing that something's gonna happen and you're not taking action. Nah. Yeah. It ain't that at all. It's taking action and not really having a roadmap or not really being able
backup
to see,
plan.
Not being able to see 10 steps ahead of you, but still taking that first step, right? Because you know that you're being guided. So yeah, that's my favorite. What's your favorite thing about yourself?
I would have to say, my favorite thing about myself is my determination.
Why?
Why? Because like it don't matter how many times I fall down. Like if it's something I really want to do or something I want to accomplish, I'm going to do it. Yeah. But I'm very quiet with it. Yeah. Like, won't nobody know that I'm doing it, working towards it. Or I'll just pop out like, okay, this is that.
Yeah.
God did it, and that's it. I think that's a part of like I don't want no one to see me fail. So it's kind of like a safety thing that I do for myself as well.
Yeah.
Cause like
public humiliation.
Yeah, like
nobody want that.
Not yeah, it's that too, but it's also the fact that I'm just not one of those, like, even when it was plant based, I wasn't telling nobody it was plant based for real, because I don't like people to be like, oh, I'm dieting, I'm exercising, I'm about to lose all this weight. We literally just popped out and it was like, oh dang, you done lost mad weight. You done lost mad weight, like y'all look good. I wasn't going around telling people that we were plant based because I don't like starting something and not being successful in it. Like stopping, starting. Like people to be like, oh, I'm starting a diet. Yeah, I'm starting to exercise and I'm getting my body right. And yeah, I'm gonna lose the 50 pounds by the end of this year, and then within the first month or the first 2 weeks, you're no longer doing that. You're no longer posting that content. You done created a whole exercise page, fit with me.
Right.
And
fit with me.
you only did it for a month, and after that it's like it died down.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I can't trust you if you do that. That's why, like, if I do something and I'm serious about it, like, I want to be intentional about it. Like, it's no, I'm starting this, stopping this, starting this, stopping this.
That's good.
That's why it was like super hard. Like, whenever me and my sister like stopped the business, but I think I was doing that one because it was like fresh with COVID, like out of COVID, I needed something to do. Like, I needed that escape, and it matched and lined up with like something that I wanted to do, beauty and just like self-care. It literally was a self-care brand for females, which is something I really wanted to do. But I wasn't honest with myself with how much I was putting on my table.
Right.
Like, I love the fact that me and my sister had the same ideal, and it was like, it was perfect.
Yeah.
But I had to also realize that we're in two different stages in our life. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's fresh out of high school. She has all the time and freedom that she needs to have to be able to go after any business that she has. And when you're in partnership with somebody in a business, you need that to be 50-50. Especially when you starting off. Like, you and I wasn't necessarily always pulling my weight because I'm a fresh new mom. I'm a wife. I'm pregnant. Bless you. I'm pregnant at the time. Like, it was just so much that it was just like, I'm not gonna be able to, like, in order for me to have a business successfully, it would have to be with me solely, or like me and you, or say my sister stayed with us, it would have, like, she would have to live with us because I don't have just time accessible to drive and do meetings and stuff like that because of the responsibility that I had.
Yeah.
So that was like a big, like, just like downer for me as far as like business, because it's something I really wanted to do, something I was really passionate about, and it kind of just, it didn't fail because we were doing really, really good, but it was just hard to push it and to do it. And that was my biggest pet peeve of even starting in the first place, because it's like, if I started, I don't want to stop it, because how many people do you, like, for me, it's so many people that I know that got 12 different Instagram pages, 6 different businesses, and not one of them made it past the year.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk about it. I like to be about it.
Yeah.
Like that part of like where I'm from, Missouri, that show me state, that mentality, a lot of them just, they be flapping off at the mouth. But the ones is really like driven and about it, like, I have that mindset. Like, you're going to have to show me. Like, I'd rather show you than to sit up here and talk.
Right.
And that followed me like my whole life. Like, when I'm, anger and, fighting people, I was not one to talk.
Right.
I will walk up, hello, you know what we about to do, right? Okay, let's get to it. Because I'm not about to do this. I'm just about to show you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's a great quality to have. And I mean, very, very few people have it. Very few people are willing to just go after it and not talk about it.
Yeah.
For me personally, just to speak on that, like, I was hesitant for a long time to speak on what it is that I wanted to do, like to put it out there, because of fear of public humiliation.
Yeah.
Caring about what other people think. And also, the accountability.
That's what
you know
it
what
is.
I mean? Somebody, when you tell somebody you about to do something, whether it be a friend, family member, whoever it is, you tell them you about to do something, and then you start to do it, and then you start slacking off a little bit, and then they reach out to you like, hey, how's this going? Then you got to, dang, then you really got to respond to them and let them know, oh, well, you got to start telling them your excuses, right? Your stories.
Yeah.
Listen, ain't nobody trying to hear no excuses. Okay, it's either you execute or you don't. You know what I mean? So, and when you're not executing, and somebody asks the question, then it just makes you feel worse, right? I mean, it exposes that part of you that, you feel exposed. Yeah, you feel vulnerable. You're like, dang, you know what I mean? I thought I was the only one that knew. Somebody else know.
Somebody else watching.
What you was about to say?
I would say a lot of the time, like when you start in a business and when you're doing stuff, people are just watching anyways.
Yeah.
Watch to see what you're doing. Watch to see if you're being consistent. Yeah. Watch to see if you're really going to do it, because you don't know how many people be like, oh, you got some more oils, you got this, you got that. But maybe when I was selling them and I was hot and ready, you weren't around.
Hot and ready.
Like you wasn't around. You wasn't checking for it. You just kept asking me what was the price on stuff that was already posted on the product. Yeah. That was on the website. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like a lot, especially when you're an entrepreneur, it's a lot of learning that you do.
Yeah.
And character building, far as having a business or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I think marriage and entrepreneurship are the two most character building things you can do.
Parenthood.
Yeah, parenthood, but parenthood only lasts for...
No.
I mean,
that's a forever thing.
It is a forever thing as far as being a parent. But as far as, I guess, you learning to be a parent and learning to deal with a child is different than learning to interact with a older child or an adult, right? Like we interact with adults all day.
But
and
at the end of the day, it's still like, I was like, at the end of the day, it's still like our child. Like even if they're older, they're still our child. They're still like, they're going to be 30, 40, and they're still going to be calling us, Dad, what did you say I say to these people? Yeah. How do I handle these people? Like it's forever going to be us.
Yeah, that's true.
Teaching them. We're just not going to have such strong like structure on them in a way.
So we say parenting, marriage, and entrepreneurship, the three most character building things that you can do.
Life challenges.
Yeah, it's challenging, but they're the three most rewarding things in life.
Yeah.
Being a parent, being married, and having your own business, those are the three most rewarding things ever. Yeah. I mean, it's just,
that's literally like the fruit of your labor. Like all three of those things tie into being able to sit back one day and see the fruits of your labor manifested.
Feel fulfilled, feel, joyful.
Yeah.
Feel grateful, all of those three things there. If you do them right, and you work on them consistently, and you build it to a point to where it runs on its own, you'll be able to kick back one day.
Yeah.
That's good.